Okay. Last we left off, Lottie the Eldarin Wizard, the humans Mateus the Blade of the Raven Queen, and Xander Xanth the Bard, along with Quindalara the Elven Assassin, left the caravan at Dragonspear Castle. As the promising, at least one or two of them promising to take messages to the Church of the Raven Queen off the coast nearby, once they were done in the castle. As the caravan continued towards Daggerford, it became apparent that they were being preceded on the road by a large band/small horde of hobgoblins and goblins raging towards Daggerford, leaving destroyed townships and hamlets in their wake. After a caravan-wide vote, it was decided to leave the road and head inland in a northeasterly direction and circumvent Daggerford altogether. During the detour, the group fought a band of hobgoblins amongst some ruins and recovered some armor from a bygone age. Upon reaching the hamlet of Riverton, they find it ransacked and nearly destroyed. Amongst the bodies of villagers, hobgoblins, and goblins, they find three people that were wearing the uniforms with the insignia that was recognized as belonging to members of the faction of the Cult of the Dragon, the faction of the White Dragon. Shortly after they began encountering groups of refugees headed towards the trade road to the west. Not only from Riverton, but from Succumber as well. It looks as though 3 or 4 goblinoid tribes have banded together to plunder the civilized people of the region. And if Daggerford falls, then the trade from the south will suffer until order and civilization can be reestablished. The party met up on the north side of Daggerford, with the wagon train choosing to go ahead and try to take the refugees that they've collected further north to Waterdeep. Any questions?
Nope.
No, I'm dead.
Not currently.
Okay. A couple of things of note that have happened on the road with the refugees. You have several clamoring. You've taken on people onto the roofs of your wagon so they can ride with some of their belongings and stuff. Several of the other wagons have. The 2 wagons that are the wagon that refuses to help anybody obviously is the prison wagon. They're like, nope, stay away. Right. And the party with all the little rich brats, they really aren't helping anybody until a man steps forward, says something quietly to Mr. Redmond. Redmond goes ahead and then says that he can go ahead, that this man will be able to join them in their wagon. Right. The man that they took in, let me get his picture here.
Well, he's got a picture, so he's obviously an occultist.
Well, okay.
Well, maybe he's handsome. That makes all sins forgivable in this game. Yeah, he's a cultist.
Now. He could just be a, rough-looking guy with the little horns coming out of his eyebrows. You don't know his story. I think he seems trustworthy. In fact, I like him.
So the horn's actually a dragon tattoo.
Yeah, it makes his face look like a dragon.
And I think those are runes. But that was me, not 9.
I trust him.
Uh, he, you overhear that his name is Joss. All right, no last name. He has a Thavian accent. And then another NPC that is of note is a young halfling, or where is she?
She shall be mine.
That's a halfling?
You're dead.
That's a halfling. She's been going through the caravans, talking to almost everybody. Right. And while the questions she asks, she's like, "Oh, are you okay? Where are you from? Where are you going?" seem innocent enough. She seems to be storing away a lot of information. Eventually, she becomes really interested in your group and the group of rich people. Right. And over the next few days, you can overhear her asking more and more questions about your 2 wagons to other members of the wagon train that have been around for a while. She seems to be getting really chummy with several of the lizardmen guards.
Do I know about her?
Oh yeah, 9's definitely gonna go ahead and mention it. You never guessed, Nidrik, who we got.
Is there a lust
There's
roll?
this.
No, that's just totally. Unless they're trying to use it against you, then there's a saving throw for it.
Okay.
And Nidrik, she's really hot.
Yeah, I mean, you've got it down so there are parts of the wagons that you can stand or sit in that you can see out the wagon, out the windows, but most people can't see in to see you. So yeah,
Yeah.
you've caught her, you've seen her, you've overheard her talking nearby. Right. Once you swear she actually winked at you.
Oh my goodness. But I'm dead. We'll blow my cover. It'll never work.
Right. And let's see. Where is he? Okay, Strike. Over the next couple of days traveling north, anything that your character is doing in particular?
Not particular, just trying to keep an eye out.
Okay. 9?
Nope. Just doing the normal thing of keeping an eye out and still keeping an eye on those guards that we're trying to keep an eye on.
Okay. Tredius?
I'd like to keep an eye on the halfling woman just to see what her activities are like and see if she's someone we can maybe trust.
I'm sure that's what he's trying to do.
Okay. Let's see. And Pookha, Nerdek.
I am trying to keep an eye on halfling woman because I want to put my halfling penis in her halfling vagina, and
Wow.
that's Nerdrick's only goal right now. Upon learning of her existence,
He's making waffles.
he's making waffles. Yeah, I'm compiling profiles. I'm writing everything down, everything I can learn. I got a lot of free time here. Got a lot of free time.
Okay.
Hey, it's Ray Ray.
Hey, Ray. So that's what
Hi.
that's really the goal. That's the goal. This is a good distraction. Ray, a hoochie mama joined the caravan.
Yes, there's a hot halfling that just joined the wagon train. You and I have to sleep with her before.
This is weird. This got weird.
Bet you I can sleep with her first, guys.
Probably.
I'm gonna have to come back from the dead.
Let's let the
Halfling
Goliath and the halfling hook up.
I would actually go ahead and be a wig woman for that one. In fact, I think I'm going to encourage it.
Why does the Goliath have to hook up with the halfling?
Apparently everybody is. So you hop
Have
on
you
board.
seen how hot she is?
And this video just became inappropriate for children.
This was inappropriate for children a
Demonetized
long
on
time
We have
ago.
now lost our PG-13 rating.
We had a PG-13 rating? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I've been trying to keep it really clean and watching my language.
Y'all haven't been
and-
paying attention.
I mean, no, I haven't seen how hot she is, so I think that's a good.
Oh, since he
Uh,
joined, you have to push the pictures out.
Yeah, just give me a second here. Let me grab
She
it.
puts 9 to shame.
We got 2 people of note.
One's an obvious cultist.
And one is using her looks as a defense mechanism to make us not think she's a cultist.
It's working.
She's also a cultist.
We don't know that.
Okay, there's the halfling. You guys have overheard that her name is Gemma. Alright, and then
You sure that's a halfling? It looks more like a fulling.
where did he go? There he is. And that is Joss. He went ahead and he is the only person of all the immigrants that you picked up, and you guys have picked up a couple of hundred. He's the only person that the rich people caravan, the rich wagon, allowed to go ahead and stay in their wagon. They turn everyone else away.
So I would like to do one thing, Jojo.
Okay.
So I have the ability to read any language. I would like to know what the runes on that, what would you call it, the collar or the cuirass he's got? I'd like to know what they say. I think I stumped Jojo.
They go ahead and denote Circle of 9.
Ah.
If you want to go ahead and make, let's see. If you are trained in history or you are trained in arcana, you can go ahead and make a check. Pookha, you're from so far away that you'd have to make yours with disadvantage.
Might as well try though, right? With an offer like that.
Yeah, if you want to, yes.
Nope, Strike knows everything.
Disadvantage.
All annoying.
Well, I know
This is why I
everything
love
about magic. Not really.
Okay. Okay, Strike. The Circle of Nine is a group of Thayan wizards from the Red Wizards of Thay. They are a group of necromancers and evokers.
Say what?
Any relation to the knights that say knee?
Negative.
Oh. They probably wouldn't want a shrubbery then.
Maybe they need to cut. Maybe we'll need to cut down the tree with a hair.
Yeah, what about the knights that say icky icky apples? I don't know. God, I don't know it. What do they say? Apakatoo!
I mean, necromancers are not bad. They're just trying to raise a family.
They're just late healers.
It's the ultimate cheap labor.
Labor you can't kill off, because then you just raise them again.
They just have an interesting way of making friends.
They literally make friends. Okay, so do we
Okay.
know if these if that group has an overall like evil alignment? If they
The
try to
red-
help?
They're necromancers. They're not good people.
Yeah, the Kingdom of Thay is way to the east. Right. It usually causes a lot of trouble in that part of Faerun. It is a kingdom of magic, but it is a kingdom of evil magic. Just about everybody in there is an out for himself evil wizard or
Okay,
sorcerer or warlock. Very little good has ever come out of Thay. And
so
if
we're
it
looking
does,
at
it's in a
Sith.
body bag.
We're basically looking at the D&D version of Sith.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay, so we're obviously looking at an ally of the cultists.
Possibly.
Well, Nine's interest is suddenly now piqued in meeting this gentleman.
Now, my other question is on Gemma. That collar she's wearing under the choker, does it have writing on it? Because it looks like it does.
You can seriously focus on the collar?
It's close enough.
No, it has decorative runes, but they don't really stand for anything.
Okay.
Okay.
Is Nidderk still playing dead and hiding from everybody?
Yes, he is.
Yep.
But he has noticed the new halfling in the area.
I think everyone has.
Through my spy portholes. I've developed
Yeah.
a spy network inside the caravan.
I mean, Uthal hasn't really paid attention.
It's not his style.
He'd probably break her.
The word is skewer.
Oh boy.
Okay, can we not go there, guys, please? I'm trying to behave.
What is Anyways,
Okay. Everybody give me a let's Let's see. A wisdom insight check.
So do a wisdom check.
Insight would be on your second page, your skills tab.
I'm not very insightful because I'm distracted.
Okay.
Her eyes are up here.
It's like a short, dark-haired Emma Watson.
Nedrick, you think she's very trustworthy. Not only is she good looking, not only do you want to go ahead and bother her children, she is good looking. She is trustworthy.
Not only do you want to father her children, but she's good looking too. Times are tough for a halfling around here.
She makes him want to cast magic missile.
Yeah, Troidius, you're not too sure about her. She's asks a lot of questions. She seems very suspicious.
Pookha, why don't you go show her your chromatic orbs?
Getting there. Is there any moment that I can like I see her
Make a
walking
joke
by?
about the stick.
I see her walking by and I can do like a psst. Hey lady. Hey lady. Hey. Come here. Any moment where like I could do that but safely?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay.
And you do so. Are you doing this when the party's in the wagon, or are you doing it?
No. They're out doing their dumb bumpkin stuff. So it'll just be me and whoever else happens to be in the wagon.
And so it begins.
I swear to God, if Darendelle falls for her, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Yeah, I'm sure Darendelle will be in
Do
the
not
wagon.
give Jojo ideas.
She goes ahead and she walks on up into the wagon.
Okay, I scurry like into the corner like a person just what?
Hold on, he's got a phone call.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 1 second.
You gonna show her your hockey stick?
Oh, she gonna see the hockey stick.
And this is how the adventure gets derailed.
No getting around the hockey stick.
So does this mean that you're not gonna go ahead and run off with the elf prince?
You know, it's gonna be a tough call here.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay, so she's come inside?
Yes. Actually, she comes up to the door and everything, and the little kid is like runs over there and stands in the front of the door. She opens it. What are you doing?
I like kind of slowly move him out of the way. I'm like, step aside. Come in, quick.
He slowly disrobes.
Okay. As she's walking in, she takes a really keen interest in the top of the kid's head. Is he Thavian?
Is that what she said?
Yeah.
I said, is he what?
Is he Thayan?
What's Thayan? He's orphan. Is that what Thayan is?
No, Thay is the kingdom of Thay, the red wizards of Thay.
Listen, lady, look at me. Do I look like I'm around here? I don't know any of this stuff. I've been in here for like 2 months. You understand? Like 2 months. I don't know nothing.
And thus Pookha's out of the running.
So, are you a prisoner?
No. Shh. Keep your voice down.
Are you the secret everyone's talking about?
The secret? Well, that does describe me. But no. Maybe. Could be. Here's the deal. What's your name?
I am Gemma.
Gemma. I am Nidderk. Now, you, I don't know how to put this. You just seem very trustworthy. Are you a person I can confide in? Hmm?
She leans a little bit closer to you. She goes, if I were to say yes, that would be a lie, and you shouldn't trust me. If I were to say no, that would be the truth.
Oh, goodness. Alright, sweet. We're going to roll dice anyway. Here's the deal.
But yeah, you can trust me.
Yeah, I bet I can. Here's the deal. We're tracking dragon cultists. I'm sure you like dragon cultists. Not?
So you're tracking the people on the wagon in front of you?
Yeah, how'd you know that?
It's obvious.
Okay, well, we're the best of the best, so they kind of hired a specialist team to take care of that.
Okay.
You just kind of figured that out just by walking around?
No, I haven't figured out that you're the specialist team. I just know that you guys are hiding a secret. I wanted to know what the secret was.
You want to know what the secret was?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
No, we were talking about you guys only talk to yourselves. You keep to yourselves. You whisper a lot when you're in public. You point at people. You go ahead and you're keeping something in your wagon that you don't want others to see.
Well, good gravy.
So,
Who
yeah,
else knows about this?
Whoever asks, I guess.
And you just tell anybody?
I'm telling you.
I'm anybody. You don't know me.
Are you the secret?
Maybe. Yeah, I'm the secret. All right? Those people in the wagon in front of me, they tried to kill me. You understand? They tried to kill me. And they think they succeeded. That's the secret. I've been stuck in here for 3 weeks. I'm losing my mind, lady.
Oh, okay.
And a ray of sunshine like you come walking by. It's just what a little fella like me needs to get his hope back. Just to renew his
down,
faith.
Tiger, down.
Okay, I'll let go of her leg.
As you said, I don't know you. I don't know where you've been. Yeah, well, I mean, when was the last time you used a clean cantrip?
What? I'm not familiar with that particular cantrip, but I'll tell you what, if you are, you can show me how it works.
I just might do that. But do you have someplace we can go that the old lady and the little boy aren't going to be watching? I mean, I don't mind, but...
Absolutely. I scurry up to my little corners, like pulling every type of divider known to man that I can find along the way. Into my little hidey hole where I've been...
We'll fade to black on your scene.
There you go.
As the elderly lady takes the little boy for a walk.
Yeah.
Hey, Trodius, let's go back. What would you like to do? What are you doing out here? Well, you're spending time going ahead and
not scoring. That's what he's doing.
Reading the tattoos on.
I'm so mad.
I feel betrayed by the DM.
Nidderk needs this.
You feel betrayed.
Y'all got some weird issues to work out.
You're going after the prince. He's got a halfling bunny he's dealing with.
Shouldn't have bunny ears.
You're going after a racial purist, and you're not of the race.
Oh, wow. There you go. Didn't know that. Hashtag score.
I didn't know that when this all started, okay?
That is true. You just learned that last week.
Okay, so I'm reading the Joss's tattoos.
Yes. He doesn't seem to notice you watching him. Neither does anybody near him. But all of a sudden, he does take note. Right. He looks your way, but he looks past you. Right, and his eyes widen slightly. And it is as the elderly lady, the elderly elf, and the young boy are leaving. Again, they're coming out. All right. He then goes ahead and rushes into the rubbery wagon, and you can see him like talking in a frantic tone or frantic motions to the people inside.
Is Strikehold near me?
He can be, or he wants to. Strike, you want to be near Trodius?
That's a loaded question.
Yes, he's nearby.
Okay, I want to talk to him very quickly and said, Strike, looks like we may have trouble coming. The new guy, Joss, seems to have recognized the kid that's in our wagon. And he's quite upset about it.
All right. I guess it's time to be on your guard.
Alright, I want to continue to keep an eye on him.
Wait, why did you recognize the kid? Oh, is it because they left the wagon?
Remember?
Yeah.
Listen, that's...
Yeah.
There's some there going on.
Stuff happens. Also, Jojo, I revealed to her my life story, my background, in between kisses of parts and stuff. I spill the beans. I catch her up. At least on what I know.
God, we're all gonna die.
Okay.
I don't hold anything back.
And he might catch something in the process.
Maybe. But she's got that clean cantrip, so we'll see how far we can spin that.
Roll a Constitution check.
You guys do realize she could be an occultist assassin and kill me in my moment of weakness.
I'm hoping she does.
She would never.
Okay, anyway, I'd
Okay.
like to stay close to the kid in case anything goes down.
Okay. Yeah, they start going ahead and walking amongst the camp. All right. And you notice that Joss is keeping an eye on them. All right. Go ahead and give me an insight check, please. Strike, what are you doing?
I'm sort of keeping an eye out too.
Okay. 9. What are we doing?
So Nine's going to see if any of the other refugees need any kind of healing.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, no, you still, Trudis, you still cannot tell who he's paying attention to, whether it's the kid or the elderly lady. All right.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. 9, you were healing you're healing the different people there, the different refugees. As payment for helping them, one lady goes ahead and she gives you a dagger. Right? Etched on the dagger or into the dagger, it looks like some kind of map has been etched into the blade of the dagger itself. Right? She tells you she doesn't know what it's a map to, but you are a treasure for going ahead and helping them, and so she's going to give it to you, and maybe you can find the treasure.
Hold it up to your ear. Hold it up to your ear.
Oh, that's really sweet. I'm just doing my job as a.
Hold it up to your ear.
Uthul, what are we doing?
I can't believe you.
So is the caravan stopped?
Yes. At this point, the caravan is stopped. This is an afternoon break.
Well, after Uthal gets done walking around doing his normal checks, he's going to go to the refugees and try keeping the kids distracted by playing games with them.
Okay.
That's sweet.
Pookha, that's what you find out during your interrogation.
Well, yeah, I told her to come by. We're gonna compare notes. Obviously. Please tell me that's exactly what was said. The exact phrasing. Yeah, I tell her we suspect what they're carrying, but we haven't laid eyes on it.
I hope she's bleeding you right now.
She's trustworthy.
Yes, they look very trustworthy.
They're both very trustworthy. So does that suffice for her? Actually, I say, why wait for tonight?
Wait. What do you? Well.
Wait, what?
What are they carrying? What are they carrying then? If you already know.
Oh, it's a dragon skull.
Really?
Yes. We think they're going to use it in a ritual to bring back a big dragon, big scary Tiamat dragon, and enslave the world. We're not going to let that happen.
Ask her if she wants to polish your hockey stick.
No.
Have I showed her my hockey stick? I'm sure I have.
Give that away.
Shown her your puck. But yeah,
Oh my God.
High five on that one. That was good.
Were they pucking around?
I thought that would have been more like a toothpick than a puck.
Y'all people are pretty mean. Pretty mean. This is a rough crowd here.
Okay. You should know that when I said you could trust me, I was lying.
Yes.
I do work for the Black Network.
Don't know or care.
Good.
She works for the BT or the BN?
What I want to go ahead and get accomplished, what my people want to get accomplished, looks like it aligns with what you want to get accomplished. So in this case, we can work together.
I say we do it.
Okay. We will.
Oh, and we should work together too.
Okay, and as you guys are slowly arriving back at the wagon, all right, as you come in, each of you go ahead and you find Nidhogg there, obviously, but you also see that the halfling female that has been asking questions about you, all right, is sitting in the wagon.
I introduce him. Hey guys, this is Gemma.
And I say,
she also wants to help us take down the dragon cultist. Grr.
And I say, well, so much for hiding you from the rest of the caravan.
Well, she's not technically part of the caravan. She showed up today, so she's not on our list of suspects. So how about you calm down, Mr. Paranoia? And I trust her completely. So
You might not want to trust Joss. He's a Feyan necromancer.
He's a what? And then 9 starts flipping tables.
And Uthal will grab 9.
Yeah, I deciphered as much from his clothing.
Yes, I believe he goes ahead and has ties with the cult there under the rulership of one of the Reds.
I point to is a little boy back in here? What's his name?
Yes, every Dalamar's
What was his name again?
What is the little boy's name?
Starts with a T.
We'll call him Phil.
I call him little boy. I didn't know that he had his name yet.
Yes, you have it.
Yeah, that's right.
We've
Yeah.
been given his name like half a dozen
I
times.
don't
It-
remember people's
It's a
names.
short name.
He was in
Togs
Pete's
or...
Tokatu.
Oh yeah,
There we go.
Yeah.
I pointed Tokatu, but like I saw you taking interest in his head tattoos. You know anything about those?
Well, he's bald and he's got tattoos on his head. He could have been Thayan, but the tattoos aren't Thayan, they're Chultan. So no, nothing interesting about him.
Well, he's a great
Most-
talker.
One nice way of noting Thayan necromancers and Thayan wizards is that they shave their heads bald and they put tattoos on their faces and head.
Just like our friend out there.
That seems like a great way of keeping your identity a secret.
They rule their nation. They have no reason to keep it a secret. They're very proud of what they are.
Uthel's just holding 9, confused on what the conversation's about.
9's fuming right now.
Oh, priestess
I
of the
must
Raven
kill him.
Queen.
I look over at her and say, in time. For now, we need to keep a low profile still.
Well, the minute he sees me, it's not like I particularly either one of us hide who we follow. We're gonna have to kill him. That's one of the rules. There are 3 rules. That is one of them.
So,
What are
Gemma,
the other 2?
I might not have been 100% clear. Our current objective right now is really just identifying and tracking the cultists. And then we are to report back and help allow the forces we're working for to help organize an assault on the cultist base. Although I don't agree with it, it was decided that intercepting the dragon skull they're carrying on this caravan without actually identifying where their base is will be a little benefit. It's assumed they'll just be able to find another.
Well, I just hope that by not killing him, even though we should, that we're helping the Order of the Gauntlet.
So I don't know if your objective entirely lines up with that.
I'm not saying we can't kill him, we just have to pick our moment carefully. We can't just go charging over there and kill him.
Oh, do y'all have any of those seeds they tried to use on me?
That's a good question.
Well, we left our only other assassin compatriot behind at the real cultist base, Dragon Spear.
Dragon Spear is a hobgoblin base, not a cultist base.
That's cute. That's what they want you to think. We passed it by, and I'm sure the adventurers that went off to slay, and I do air quotes, hobgoblins have already been captured and slayed by the dragon cultists laying there in secret.
Uthel's now bored of the conversation because he has no idea what's going on, as usual, and he's sitting there polishing his weapon.
His quote-unquote weapon or his actual weapon?
His actual weapons. He's got like 4 on his back.
Yeah, he's got a collection of 2-handed weapons that he carries around.
Uthel big.
Okay.
So, Gemma, who you work for, if you're in all that?
I work for the Black Network. You might know them as the Zentaran. One of the 5 factions that goes ahead and controls political aspects of the realms. Just like you mentioned that you're working for or with the Order of the Gauntlet a moment ago. They're one of the other factions.
We're more like, just kind of helping. We're not members of the Order of the Gauntlet. Look around like, right? I didn't sign anything.
Okay, so you're hirelings. That's fine. I mean, everybody has hirelings. But if you are hirelings, you might want to think about working for the Black Network. We pay more.
Oh, we love good pay.
We like independent thinkers. We want people who know how to get things done, and people who don't worry about crossing that gray line between law and not law.
I am in awe of everything that's coming out of her mouth right now.
As she's talking about this, it is now upsetting Uthal. He grunts, glares at the woman, and goes out of the wagon and up to his roost.
And the entire wagon sags 2 feet.
Don't mind him. He can be a little touchy about, I don't know, the gray areas that people often have to work in to accomplish such tasks. It's best just to not let him find out about some things.
Okay. He's a cop.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
He's a narc.
He's a what?
He's a guard. He has the insignia of a city guard.
Yeah, narc.
I don't think I ever noticed that. It's so nice having you here.
If you don't pay attention to your surroundings, pretty soon your surroundings are a grave.
Dodge that bullet.
Okay.
Only because someone else is paying attention.
Yes, I should not stay here. I don't want to be associated with people too much. You have a lot of enemies that don't like you in this. I shouldn't say enemies, just a lot of people who don't like you in this wagon train. But you also have a whole collection of people that think you're very heroic. You saved the wagon train a couple of times.
So be sure you leave out the back exit. Because there's like a back door to this thing, right? Like under Uthal. I think there is. I feel like I've used it before.
I'll drop by later. I have a makeup kit that you can borrow, and maybe you can do something to change your looks. That way you don't have to stay inside all the time.
Ooh.
And maybe he can go bathe a little bit too.
No, look, I'm clean. I sure Tertius like my clean legs because I was cleaned.
You do notice, yeah, both him and her look extremely clean. Their hair looks freshly washed, their faces are fresh scrubbed, their clothes are spotless.
I look at Tertius and go, giggity.
Good. It was getting creepy sitting there watching him clean himself with his own.
With what? You broke up.
I said it was getting creepy sitting there watching you clean yourself with your own tongue.
That never happened, Gemma. That never happened.
She takes her leave of the wagon. Later that day, she does drop by, and she drops off. Let me stick it in party treasure here. Or actually, let me grab it and drag it onto. Where is it?
She bringing a disguise kit? Yeah.
Yep.
Disguise kit.
Okay.
Is she gonna
There
teach
you
me
go.
how to do it? Is she gonna make me look like someone else?
Uh,
A dwarf.
Yeah.
I want to be a dwarf.
Yep. No, she works on you for about a half hour.
Yes.
Right, darkens up your hair. Right, put some
We're
color in.
playing makeup. if anyone walks by, if anybody walks by, that's what I said. Like, we're playing makeup.
She also has a change of clothes for you. Right, it's a single set of clothing instead of the hodgepodge of collection that you wear.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Did she make me a dwarf?
No.
Oh.
No, you're still a halfling. All right, you just don't look like Niddirk.
Gotcha.
All right, and let me note that roll in case anybody decides to not trust you. Okay. In case you become suspicious to somebody, then they can go ahead and make a roll against her disguise skill to
Okay.
break through it.
Did she do a good job?
You hope so.
Yeah. Yes, I do, Jojo. Yes, I do.
All right. Let's see. Yeah, everybody that is here, that when you see the disguise, you guys can tell that it's Niddirk because you just hang out with him all the time. He's just got some mannerisms about him. But anybody who that doesn't know him specifically probably wouldn't recognize him.
Until he opened his mouth.
Well, yeah.
Am I a man or a woman?
Shut?
Am I a man or a woman? Like how?
You're still a guy.
I'm still
She-
okay.
Yeah,
Still
she
male.
just made you look a little darker.
Like a different halfling.
Yes.
She got rid of my pasty paleness.
She got rid of your paleness. She went ahead and reshaped your eyebrows. You got a little guy liner there to give you a different look to your eyes.
Okay.
Right. She's gone ahead and given you a different hairstyle and darkened the color of your hair.
I lost my
That
white
and
hair.
a whole new that and a whole new wardrobe has gone ahead and made you a different person.
Oh man! All right.
You look like a cave gnome now.
Call me Herbert. Herbert Herrenthal. That's my name. I
Okay,
proclaim.
Norbert.
I proclaim to the note. Herbert. I'm really taking this character serious. I hope this impresses Gemma.
Okay. 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 About 2 days further along the road, right, you begin to see clouds of dust coming from Waterdeep. So coming south towards you guys, coming your way. Right. After quick flight up with a telescope. Right. Um, the Hollisters are standing on top of the wagons, taking a look that way with telescopes. They hand Trodius one and ask him to take if he'd go ahead and mind flying up and taking a look.
Not a problem.
All right.
That'd
Trodius,
be good for your practice.
you notice that coming this way is a probably about 100 or so armed warriors on horseback, most of them wearing full plate armor, dressed as knights, flying the flags and of Waterdeep. And they're looking like they're full charging right from Waterdeep, like they have somewhere to get to the south really quickly.
Are they charging along the road or like
Yes.
open field? Okay.
The road and the sides of the road. They're taking up about 50 feet to either side of the road.
Okay. I come back down and start screaming, "We're all gonna die!"
Yeah, you have about 3 hours to get everybody out of their way.
Okay, so I relay to the. You said the Hollisters were the ones that.
Yeah, the Hollisters are the ones that are in charge of the wagon train.
Okay, so I'll relay the information that we've got a whole group of riders from Everdeep coming through soon, and that we need to get out of their way. So,
Everdeep, I start losing my mind. What are we gonna do?
Okay, so you guys all take the wagon train and the refugees off to one side of the road, maybe about 100 yards. Right.
What are soldiers from Everdeep doing here?
You see several, again, like I said, a couple of hundred warriors and stuff, people from Waterdeep, right, charging down the road to the south towards Daggerford. Right. A handful of the riders veer off, right, about 20 of them, right, and come towards the wagon train. The Hollisters ride out to meet them. They then go ahead and they're coming through the wagon train, and they're not talking to your passengers. They're actually talking to refugees, asking them what they know. Right. From the way that they're talking and the questions they're asking, you guys can tell that basically Waterdeep is coming to the rescue of Daggerford and to go ahead and fight the Hobgoblin Horde. So there's going to be a full-scale war going on.
I wait to them and say, "Good luck, have fun."
Have fun storming the castle. Anybody want to take the opportunity to talk to the soldiers from Waterdeep? Other than to say, good luck in the battle.
Nope.
As they pass, I will say, "Thank you, kind sir, for saving my home."
He nods you're welcome as he goes ahead and goes by. Okay, then they go ahead and take off, and the wagon train continues. Let's see.
Do the refugees have any guards?
The refugees are staying with the wagon train. Right.
Well, no, like, as in, do they have anyone like actively walking with them that is armed that's there to protect?
They're walking with
They're
us
with the wagon.
alongside
they're
the
walking
wagon.
with you. They're you guys. The guards of each of the wagons are acting as guards for like collections of the refugees.
They're all hanging off our wagons and
Yeah, there are refugees up on the roof of your wagon.
like me. Finally,
Right.
I'm a refugee.
There are refugees all over the lumber wagon. Something that was a huge argument because at first, the refugees were like, well, let's just cut the ropes and get rid of the lumber. You could fit a lot more of us on there. And the guy's like, no. I mean, that almost came to blows. The Hollisters put a stop to that. Right. And the Hollisters have actually assigned 3 of the lizard men to go ahead and guard the lumber wagon so that the refugees do not cut the ropes.
Are they using that lumber to build the dragon fort? Maybe he got a good deal selling it to dragon cultists.
Maybe. The prison wagon, right, does not have any refugees with it.
Obviously.
Nor or any of the guards. The guards aren't paying any more attention to the refugees than they do to you guys. Right, and then the rich people wagon as you weren't here for this, Ray. But the rich people wagon, they are denying all refugees help except for one man, and that was the one picture that we showed you of Joss. Joss is the only refugee that they've allowed in their wagon. Right. The family wagon of the tailor and the seamstress up there, they have gone ahead and they've been very busy using all the cloth they have to go ahead and make blankets and clothing and stuff for the refugees. That pretty soon they're actually going to be going. They won't have any product left by the time they get to Waterdeep.
Have they been charging you for these blankets, or have they been
No,
giving them away for free?
no, they've just been making them.
Oh, they're the best people ever.
Right.
I'd like to give them 30 gold for doing that.
Okay. Go ahead and take it off your character sheet. And we'll make a note. Thank you. Thank you very much. You didn't have to do that. Why, thank you. All right. Let's see.
The Raven Queen appreciates your help.
Thank you. Look, we can actually buy that shop. They seem really happy that you gave them 30 gold. The beer wagon, Bam, has gone ahead and he is charging, right? But he's charging a copper a cup, right, for drinks of the ale all on the road. He will probably he won't be empty by the time you reach Waterdeep, but he'll be on dregs by the time you do. Let's see. Starting about 2 days after the group from Waterdeep, after the group from Waterdeep that you saw, you can see the gates of Waterdeep up ahead. Right, but it was just as you're getting there, you're going to be about another day and a half, about a day and a half away from Waterdeep, that the refugees finally do go ahead and cut the ropes on the lumber wagon. Right,
I'd like to pay particular interest to this.
Okay.
I think we're all like watching this happen.
How far away from Waterdeep are we?
About a day and a half.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, and several other groups going south have passed you over the last couple of days. A couple of them seem pretty well ordered. A couple of them look like just, one was like a mob of drunks. Right, they were just all riled up and they just wanted to go kill some hobgoblins. Right, but there's a lot of people. More and more people are starting to head south with the intent of fighting. Okay. Yes, the refugees finally end up cutting the ropes on one side of the lumber wagon, right, causing it to spill, right, also causing it to
expose a dragon skull. I got multiple rolls.
This killing people probably. Good grief, calm down.
Right.
Roll initiative.
Right, going ahead and yes, crushing 27 refugees.
Good grief.
Right, who were unaware or were just there on the wrong side being stupid, or were just like sleeping on, again, unaware. They were, it's just like, right, they got caught in the log jam that went down as the logs came down.
I think we need to capture the people responsible.
Right.
Like, they just murdered people. Well,
Revealed
manslaughtered people.
Log
Revealed-
slaughtered.
Revealed after the logs start falling and everything, you see that there are 3 other logs of a tan-colored wood that are actually chained individually to the wagon, but they're also, each of them are floating about a foot off of the wagon. Right? Each of these logs or each of these, trees, cut down trees, are about 20 feet long and about 5 feet thick.
Huh. So
I'd
it's like a.
to-
It's not raw lumber. It's like a trimmed piece of wood.
Right? No, it's raw lumber.
It's raw. Okay.
It's a raw tree.
This is a floating raw tree.
3 of them, yes.
I'd like to do an investigation check.
Right. Let's see. Okay. It's a type of lumber called sorewood. Right. Basically, once it's torn out of the ground, it tends to float. It is what is used by the Halaruans to the south to make their flying ships. Right. It is illegal for it to be outside the nation of Halrua. Well, it's illegal by the Halruans. Right? They don't allow for it to be taken anywhere.
And Halrua is far to the south, I guess.
Yes, if Halrua is probably about a year to the south.
Whoa. This man is awesome. I appreciate that. It's a smuggling guy.
Well, that explains why he's in such a hurry to get to where he's going.
I'm not a cop.
I'm not a cop, and it's not illegal here, I'm assuming.
No, but it's a small fortune.
I'm not a thief.
That's to start picking up the log.
I
I mean, it can't weigh much, it's floating.
That's
No,
the idea.
the
No,
ones that
he's
fell.
rescuing refugees.
Oh, okay. I thought he was like
I knew what he was doing.
He was like stealing one of the logs.
I was gonna say that as soon as people started getting crushed, Nine's gonna want to go down there and maybe, I don't know, start trying to heal some broken bones and
Yes,
save the people that she can.
between Uthal and Nine and anyone else that's helping but be from the strength of moving the logs of rescuing people, and Nine going ahead and using her healing magics to go ahead and heal others.
And I
the
would
death
be healing
toll
also.
would have been a lot larger. In fact, let's see. Okay. Instead of 27 people, only 22 people died.
Ooh.
Do they find the culprits?
You have one guy who just turns him. I mean, he just is in shock of what they did and at the death and everything. He just starts screaming about it. You find him real quickly. While that's going on, right, you see another guy that gets basically shanked by about 3 people. So you can assume that he might have been one of the others. But other than those 2, there aren't any others.
He gets shanked because he was one of the ones that cut the ropes.
Yep.
Wow.
Utho's going to shackle the screaming one.
Okay. He doesn't put up any resistance. You go ahead. I believe you actually have shackles on you.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, you have him shackled up. What do you want to do with him? The mob looks like they want the ones that shanked the first one. They look like they want to come for him.
Giggity.
Mob justice.
Yeah, I hog tie him and I pull out my maul and I growl. Or Uthal growls and goes, "I'll take care of him. Not y'all. Y'all got your blood."
He deserves to die.
As by the court's decision, they want him to hang for what he's done. Allow it. But you ain't getting your justice this way. As much as I'd like to see that happen, I can't allow that. Now I don't want to go fighting y'all, but this man is now a prisoner, and I need to do my job and protect him.
Okay. Uthal, give me your choice of either an intimidation check or a persuasion check. And don't forget that you also have inspiration that you could use to give yourself advantage on the roll. Gentle reminder what those gold stars are on your characters up there.
Yeah, I want to burn that inspiration just to give me a advantage.
Okay. And are you using persuasion or intimidation?
Intimidation.
Okay. Okay. A couple of them calm down, right? A few of them are still grumbling about it, but nobody is pushing the issue. Right. The owner of the wagon's like, well, I guess we're letting everybody sit on the wagon now.
I thought we put the logs back onto the wagon.
No, there's too many of them to pile back up. I just thought you were picking them up off of the.
No, you're just going to be trying to put them back on the wagon.
Yeah.
I think we should do that. I think there should be a rousing speech that we should, in honor of the sacrifices, we actually go ahead and put them all back.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, they're worthless compared to.
He was using them to cover the others, so maybe if we had some type of tarp we could cover those logs with. He just doesn't want to roll into Waterdeep with the logs floating on the wagon.
Well, it's nice to know I was right all along about he was hiding something in there.
Can't we just pull some of the logs along that you had delivered to be made?
I do. These are the ones that have to be delivered. The others are okay. Well, I don't have to deliver those immediately. And the wagon will help the refugees. Now that, these are exposed, I have no reason to go ahead and not help the refugees and let them sit on the flatbed.
Alright. Only 22 people had to die for it to happen.
Can we use the wood to build an extension to the other wagons so that all the rest of the refugees?
Yeah, you don't have a lumber mill. I mean, these are actually the logs. These are, 30-foot long logs.
If only we had Captain America, he could punch them.
Together.
We've worked
No, we could work together. There's enough of us, between the refugees and folks.
We don't have a big saw.
No sawmill, no, yeah.
We gotta saw the planks out.
Yeah. Uthal's carrying the hog-tied man around just to make sure he doesn't get shanked.
Okay.
Does he have a ball gag in his mouth?
You should give him to the prison wagon.
That's what I was trying to say. Is that well, we could just drop him in the prison wagon
They'll
with the rest
escort
of the prisoners.
prisoners.
But maybe, guys, if we make some kind of deal with him to be a spy in there.
I smell redemption. He's easily manipulatable. After only killing 20 people, he just broke down into tears. How weak.
I'm going to say let's take about a 5 to 10 minute break real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay.
You really think Uthel thinks that far ahead about turning him into the prison wagon?
As soon as I saw this happen, I thought that's a
Well,
brilliant idea.
we could
go
have a
ahead and have
conversation
the
with
spy
Uthel.
in there.
AFK.
Yeah, send him in to die. AFK.
I am back.
WB.
From outer space.
No, I never went outer space.
So in Nine's defense for this whole thing, it wasn't like it was just an overnight, oh, by the way, he's hot, she's gonna fall madly in love with him. It was they were stuck in they were stuck in that dungeon for 6 months together. She saved him, he saved her. He just happened to turn out to be hot.
Yeah, whatever, Les the Arganian.
She doesn't know that reference.
Good, she's so innocent.
So it's not like she's spending every single second like, oh my god, he's so hot. It's just, it was this whole born in battle kind of what she thought was friendship. She doesn't know he doesn't like her.
Wait, he doesn't like her?
It's not that he doesn't like her. He doesn't like her in that way romantically. He wouldn't be involved with her because, well, they're of different races, and she's a half breed. He's a very racial purist, but he's not overtly saying, "Oh, I hate you because you're not of my race." He's just, no, my belief
They're
is
never going to be together.
Right. Whereas she is like, but he's so dreamy sometimes. I have this respect for him. We've been through this thing. We've had this shared thing going on, and she's romanticized it slightly.
Exactly.
And he's oblivious to it because it wouldn't even cross his mind.
So that was just me defending Nine.
Okay.
Still not fair though.
Okay, still waiting on 2 more people to get back. Because we have a necromancer nearby, Trodius and Nine some information about the Raven Queen and what she thinks about undead.
So we're definitely compelled to kill that guy.
If he brings about the if he were to raise intelligent undead, yeah, she wouldn't like that, and you would be compelled to kill him. If he is raising skeletons and zombies, the mindless undead, she doesn't really care.
Yeah, but Nine never read it that way, because remember, she constantly misquotes.
Yeah, you read the first part. She hates undead and expects her followers to strike them down. And that was it.
So the ensuing drama is going to be caused by Nine not reading everything clearly. Just want to make sure.
Those are 2 of the 3 rules that 9 lives for.
Yeah, I brought this up now because this is going to be now that Joss is here and things that are coming up or things are about to happen, it could come into play.
And this is why I saved those 2 little stars next to my name. I'm so glad you finally showed me I finally found where the notes were so I can see all that background stuff all over again.
Yeah, I like the notes section there. I've used it and had other players use it in other games a lot to just keep updates for each game, your own player notes. And it saves it for each game. So if you were to go to another table, those notes wouldn't be there. Yeah, you would lose them if you took 9 to another table, though. So that's the only downside to it.
Where are
They're
notes
only
at?
online. On the right-hand
Notes?
side, all the buttons there should be a notes button.
I don't have. Oh, hold on. I'm in the wrong set. How do I change up my? Never mind. I
Go
got
to
to play.
library.
Okay.
When we get a chance, I want 9 to go ahead and show Trotius the dagger.
Okay. You can do that now while we're waiting. I believe we're waiting for Strike to come back.
Oh, I'm here.
Hold it up to his ear.
Jojo.
Hmm?
Or missing Ray.
Boothful. Oh, Ray.
Trace, hold the dagger up to your ear.
I'm here.
Okay, there we go. We're all back. Okay.
Yeah, mark back. I was paying attention.
Trotius, hold the dagger up to your ear.
Well, somebody didn't mark it. It just got marked just now.
It was me.
But anyway,
I'm sorry.
not a problem. Okay. Let's see. As the refugees are going ahead and putting their things on the wagon, and as you guys were distracted, right, as you are now turning your attention back to the other wagons, particularly your own, you see Sable Silvermane, near the young lady who came into your wagon before.
Mm-hmm.
Right, you see her walking out of your wagon and down the steps. Right, she walks maybe about 10 feet away from your wagon, right, and goes ahead and pulls out a dagger and slits her throat and crumples to the ground.
Wait. The one who tried to sneak into the wagon before and the little boy stopped her?
Yes.
We just turn around and we see her slitting her own throat.
Yes, she comes out of your wagon and slits her.
Well, she must have seen Nidric having sex.
I was outside the wagon, wasn't I?
Yes.
Was
Yes, he was
anyone
outside and he
inside the
muted
wagon?
Inside the wagon, well, as you run over there, coming out of the wagon, you see the little boy and Darendale.
Okay, I run up and say, "What happened? Why'd she cut her own throat?"
The little boy looks at her, shrugs. Darendale, that is a mystery, isn't it?
Well,
Well,
you were in the wagon.
Yeah, she just came out of the wagon.
Yes, she came in. I asked her what she wanted. She said that she didn't know when he was there. I said, "What do?" She did. All right. Everybody give me a perception check.
Ain't nothing get by us.
Okay. You guys all notice that as he's talking, right, his eyes start, the irises of his eyes start to glow like a pale yellow, right, and then that fades away.
Darendale's eyes?
Yes.
Well, did you or the child learn anything about her before you had her kill herself?
Other than that she was nosy, no. I'm tired. And he turns and walks back into the wagon.
Well,
Can I do an investigation on her?
Okay. As you guys are all gathered around her, you're not the only one who noticed, killing herself. Several people saw her kill herself, but now most of the wagon train know that she's dead. Her friends come running over. Right. And Olivia's like, "What did you do? What did you people do to her?"
We did nothing. She killed herself. Ask anyone who was near here.
All right.
I'm
Those of you,
Jojo. When I
those of you
notice
that are-
the crowd, I exit stage right.
okay.
Like, just kind of get on, like, on top of the wagon or something. Back where my refugee self ought to be, with the onlookers.
Okay. Those of you that are right there notice that she starts to say words that have arcane power to them, right? But as the first syllables begin to leave her lips, Richard, right, grabs her shoulder. No, not here, not now. There's a time and place for everything. What happened? Why did she kill herself? Do you know anything that could help us?
We don't. We saw her walking out of our wagon. She stood there, took out a dagger, and cut her own throat.
And who was in the wagon with her?
Nobody.
No one, as far as we know. Should I roll deception on that?
Yes. Okay. Thank you.
Why did she come in her wagon?
That's a good question.
We try to keep to ourselves and not bug any of you guys. We really try to help everyone, but this is the second person from our wagon that's been killed. I'm starting to take this personally, everyone.
Jojo, did I discover anything when I did my investigation?
Other than she killed herself. I mean,
Well,
other
I
than
mean-
you're looking at her, she doesn't. There's nothing out of the ordinary.
I mean, I didn't search her pockets or anything, see if she had any special item.
All right. I'll give you a pouch that you got from her. You haven't had a chance to go through it. Okay.
Okay.
Because, well, there's all the people standing around. But go ahead and also give me a stealth check.
Wow.
I sit in there with a tack to my head.
Oh, buddy.
Well, hopefully Nine standing there screaming about how she's starting to take stuff personally distracted everybody.
Give me a Trodeus, give me a perception check with disadvantage.
Rut row.
Okay. Okay. About this time, Joss comes up. Right. She can still be of service. All right. And he scoops down and picks up the body.
What are you doing? She needs a proper funeral.
And she will have one.
Yes, we'll make sure she has one.
You may go through whatever ceremony you wish.
But you're not taking the body.
Don't believe that's your
Let's
call to
have
make.
a proper. Let's all have a peaceful agreement here that we'll do the proper rites and rituals of her culture. And if for some reason that means that he has to take a look at the body, that's fine after we do the proper rites and ritual and have a funeral for her.
I tried to pick up a D20 off my desk. I'm like, wait, they're not going to know that. Okay.
Can I try to persuade the crowd that this is the best way to do this?
You're followers of the Raven. Very well. Right? And he reaches out and hands the body to Nala.
Thank you very much.
You're quite welcome. Make sure to consecrate the grave. All right.
You just said thank you to a necromancer.
Gives you a sly wink, turns and walks away.
We don't necessarily know, Boogie, that he is a necromancer. We know he's associated with necromancers.
Oh.
No, I interpreted that our conversation pointed out the fact that, well, he's got the tattoos of a necromancer. He's from the area of necromancers. It's probably 99% chance that he's probably a necromancer.
Oh, totally. But we haven't seen him perform any necromancy.
I just don't know how the Raven Queen would feel about how you two are acting right now.
She'd probably be happy because we kept him from reanimating a corpse.
What about the other 22 corpses?
We left them alongside the road.
What did he do with them?
Why did you give Jojo ideas?
Jojo is just playing the game like you and me.
Yep.
Exactly, and you just gave him ideas.
She's just playing the game.
See, you're more concerned with the one corpse. I was more concerned with the 22 corpses when it happened.
I was trying to keep the people from dying.
I was trying to get
Have been digging graves for
in
the
Jim's
22.
pants.
Yeah, the Hollisters have been digging, their lizardmen have been digging graves for the 22. They're kind of digging one mass grave.
Strike, you're on that, right? You can do that for me?
Do what?
Give them a proper burial and a proper funeral.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm burning the corpses this time.
That is a great idea. I am for this mess. That is a great idea this time. So, can I do the funeral and cast ward against the undead?
Yes.
You touch a corpse or other remains for the duration of 10 days. This target cannot become undead. There's not a button to cast.
I think you just do it.
No, it's a spell that's going to be on the undead, or it's going to be on the body, so it's okay. As you are getting ready to have the ceremony and everything, the driver of Wagon 7, right, Christopher, he comes walking over. Right, if I may, she was a follower of Sune, right, and right, please don't attack me. Right. He starts muttering some different words. Those of you, he's casting. Those of you who are familiar with Arcana, he's casting cantrips. Right. He's cleaning the body. Right. He uses a lot of prestidigitation and mage hands to go ahead and brush her hair, apply her makeup better. Right. He's making her look really beautiful. Right. If she were alive, right, he probably would have just raised her charisma type, her beauty score by 4. Right, she would have liked that. All right, and then he stands there silently while you guys go through the ritual. As you're going through the ritual, several of actually the entire wagon of wagon 7 come over. All right. A couple of the guards from the prison wagon come over. Several of the refugees. All right, those that aren't attending the mass funeral. All right, come over. And they stand there and wait for your ceremony to be over. All right, they thank you for it once it is. All right,
That was beautiful, guys.
And those of you with a religious background, Sune is the goddess of beauty. Okay. As you guys get through the rest of that day, right, and you're traveling closer to Waterdeep, right, spirits are on the rise. Tokatu is literally bouncing up and down with excitement. Right, he keeps going ahead and going up to the front, tugging on Darius, your driver, pointing, right, and holding his sign up and pointing and telling him to. He's like grabbing the reins and shaking them and stuff. Right.
Am I the
Also,
only one that's going to scream at Darendelle?
well,
For what?
go ahead.
Well, if I'm the only one that's going to thinking about screaming at him, then she's not going to scream at him. But he basically just, if he was the last thing that she saw before she killed herself, he did something.
I didn't even notice him. It could have
You
been.
could have a
Takato.
dialogue in private with him.
Uthel's a dumbass when it comes to magic.
Well,
Trodeus.
if I'm the only one, then I'm just going to stop.
All right. You go ahead, and as you're getting up into the wagon, right, you see Gemma. She's like, "Hey, Slick, here," right, and she tosses something to you. All right, you recognize it as the pouch that you took from the dead body.
Where did you come across this?
Your back pocket hanging out, about to fall.
Well, thank you for returning it.
Quite all right. Pretty interesting information in there.
I raise my eyebrow and I say, like, what?
Read for yourself.
Alright, so I go ahead and open it.
Not open!
And she walks away.
Just not open! Get the wagon! Free for yourself. Okay! Oh yeah!
Be adding people to this list for the rest of the game session here slowly. But let's see, can I share it? Yes. It's going to have a list of all the members of the Cult of the Dragon and their rankings that are in the wagon train. Right. In a small diary that's in that pouch.
Wait, you said the rankings of the people who are in the wagon?
Yes, there will be other names that'll be put on the list as well. The list is probably be done by the list will not be done in this game session, unfortunately, because it's a pretty extensive list that she has, and I didn't have it totally prepared.
Okay, because I'm seeing people that aren't here. Honestly, Dresden Xanth is one of the prisoners, right?
Yes, actually, those
This
first
list is
three
what
names.
we made. This is not.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the list that you have, but it's also you're going to have the majority of the names already, but there's going to be about 5 or 6 new names that you didn't know about that you haven't met yet. They're going to be on there. There will also go ahead, that's included in this is going to be some key phrases on how the cult goes ahead and contacts each other. Like when 2 cult members meet each other, there's like a passphrase. Right, it's gonna have a list of 2 or 3 of the different passphrases that they use. Basically, you got a little tiny secret handbook for the Cult of the Dragon. Right, it's going to help you out as long as you're following this adventure.
So basically, you gave us Dragon Cultist for Dummies.
If you want to look at it that way.
Good thing, sadly, Uthal cannot read.
Gosh. You'll be okay, buddy.
It's okay. I'll read Uthal a story out of it every night. Okay, so I'll go into the wagon and share this with everyone that's in there.
Has anyone mentioned... Because Uthal's still walking around with his prisoner.
No, we're okay with it.
What, have you not taken to the prison wagon?
No, he has not.
We also haven't convinced said prisoner to be our spy.
Well, we're a day out, so at this point, it might be best to just let Uthal keep his prisoner.
One piece of information that you note from the diary is that when they get to Waterdeep, that they're supposed to be going to the north side of Waterdeep, and they'll be staying at the Wainwright.
Does it happen to mention the location of the cultist base?
No.
So no mention of a final destination. Okay.
Nope. Let's see. You do note that she notes that when she gets to Waterdeep, that she is supposed to leave the group. Her and a couple of the others are leaving the group, and they're headed to Silvery Moon separately.
And I'm guessing she doesn't know why.
Not that she put it there now.
Okay.
Let's see. 9. Make a perception check. Oh, okay. You do note that Darendelle is looking a lot more fit and muscular, more buffer.
Oh yeah, you're gonna be able to handle this one.
Yeah, it looks like he's been working out for the past 2 months and nobody ever noticed, maybe, or he just got buff in the last hour or so.
Well, he's slowly been eating regular foods again. He's been under that spell for 9 doesn't know how long, but she knows he's been down there longer than she's been, so this is not a surprise that he's starting to come back to full health.
You also note that he's walking more and more with a warrior's gait instead of the, because he was a spellcaster, right? They kind of hang back and stuff like that. Even though he used his dark sword to fight with, he wasn't really a good fighter. But you notice that he seems to be becoming more warrior-like.
I don't trust him. I think he's got to die.
Over my dead body.
That can be arranged.
Just remember who pulled you out in Baldur's Gate. Okay, so I happen to notice that he's more buff and warrior-like.
Yes. Make an insight check for me. Yeah, you're fairly certain that the change in his body was all of a sudden, not over a period of time. You're pretty sure you would have noticed if it noticed it happening. It wouldn't have caught you unawares like this. So this is something that just happened. And I give you these rolls because you've known him most. And you finally reach Waterdeep. Most of the caravans are going to go down to South. Going to go ahead and unload there. The family, they're headed also into the south. They're not going to where the caravans are going. Actually, have there that they're going to. The prison wagon 7, right? They're headed to the northward. Darius looks back. What do you guys want me to do?
Wagon 7 is the cultist wagon, right?
Yes.
I definitely need to follow them.
Did the prison and wagon 7 go in the same direction?
Yes.
Yeah, we gotta see with them.
Okay.
I mean, we do know where they're going.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we do.
We don't know exactly where they're going.
We know they're going to an inn on the north side of the town before they leave, which is where they're heading now.
Okay. Guess what? We want to go to an inn too.
Yes. As you've been following them, right? After 10 minutes or so, it's pretty obvious to them that you're following them.
Way to go!
Right? They head to. You guys have this huge wagon. Oh. They go ahead and they head into the north, right? And they head to a place called Wainwright's. Right, and then there looks to be a private estate across the road from Wainwright's. Right, and they turn into the private estate there. Right, closing the doors.
Okay, we pulled to Wainwright's.
about we pull past and then send somebody on foot?
Okay.
Aren't we supposed to one of the
Is
inns?
Gemma still with us? Gemma?
She's not with your wagon now.
Where did she go? I stay with her. Sorry about the confusion here.
Well, we also need to make sure that
I'm with Gemma.
Tokatig gets to whoever he's searching.
He's here. He just wanted to get a water deep.
Yeah, you haven't seen Gemma since when she tossed the bag to Trodius.
Oh my goodness. Well, I gotta find her.
So you
Uthul, in the meantime, is trying to find someone to talk.
you instruct Darius to go ahead and pull past Wainwright's and continue on your way. Looking for another inn to stay at, or do you want to give him? Do you have a destination that you want to give him?
I say that one that we noted that she was supposed to have that meeting at. I feel like that's the end we should go to.
That's when I said to pull into.
That's the one right across
was
from this
Wainwright's.
estate. Yeah. They pulled into a private estate across from Wainwright's Inn. We are now sitting in front of the private estate, which is also in
No, you
front of
pulled
Wainwright's
past
Inn. Okay, so we pulled past it. Do we want to turn around and go back to Wainwright's? Or just keep driving aimlessly? That's the question. I'm going to Wainwright's.
Well, you could take me to the Elven Embassy.
The Elven Embassy?
Darrendale. He's talking as Darrendale.
Yes.
Well, we
Let's
didn't
get
know.
this out of the
I didn't
way.
know there was an Elven Embassy.
I will go and get off and go back to Wainwright's to keep an eye on this.
In the meantime, we'll take Darrendale to the embassy.
Okay.
Didn't he promise 500 gold to
5,000.
Nidric also? 5,000 gold to Nidric.
Well, per person, I think it was.
Per person.
Rolls per person.
Okay, Uthul, are we going with the wagon, or are we going to stay behind at Wainwright?
Uthul would have gotten off the wagon to turn the prisoner in and would have been probably left behind. And then now is lost in the city trying to find the wagon.
Okay.
Because isn't he the guard for? I'm terrible with names. And isn't
Yes.
she bringing his the ashes?
Actually,
Isn't she
she'll
bringing
get
the
and yeah, she's bringing her husband's ashes here. She'll get off the wagon at the gates of Waterdeep with Uthul while he turns them in, and she will get a private carriage for them. Okay. Strike, you were staying behind, right?
I was going to help escort Darrendale to the
Oh,
embassy.
you're escorting Dart. Okay, so it's Trodius that's staying behind.
Yes.
Okay. 9, escorting or staying behind?
I'm following this all the way to the end. So
Okay.
obviously escorting.
Okay.
Giggity.
Very sad.
Nidric?
I'll stay with Darrendale.
Okay. Yeah. What's that old adage? A split party's a dead party.
Yes. We're going straight to the Elven Embassy. Wherever that is. Go. As fast as you can, Darius.
So Darrendale, you really think they're going to recognize you?
Uthul, you go ahead and turn in the guy to the guards there. A couple of the Hollisters stay behind to go ahead. Bastion Hollister stays behind to go ahead and help you talking with the guards and explaining what happened and everything. Okay. They have a magistrate, right, that is summoned, who goes ahead and sentences the guy to death. They give you a 25 gold piece reward, so go ahead and add that to your sheet. Let me see.
Just to clarify, the justice, Uthel showed up with a guy in chains, be like, this guy threw some logs, killed 20 people. And the guy was like, they're like, kill him.
Well, they also had corroborating witnesses.
And Uthel has paperwork showing that he actually is city, not in the city.
Oh, well, never mind. Yeah, but Uthel can't read the paperwork.
That's why he handed it to him upside down.
He knows what he is.
Yeah, I know what I am.
He's actually coming here for a job to work in the city guard.
This is amazing.
He's a bad man. He killed people.
All right.
I like them
Pastor,
French.
thanks you, Uthel, for your help in making sure the wagon train got here safely. All right. He tells you that the wagon that your friends were on were headed to the North Ward. And then he goes ahead and takes off. Mhm. The lady that you're guarding, she's gone ahead, gotten a private carriage for you guys to go ahead and take. And she is going to take you to her estate, right, where you're done with the job of delivering her to her estate so that she can go ahead and get that done. Right, and she's going to give you
1,000,000 copper pieces.
So let me add that. There we go. She says that if you want, you can go ahead, stay guest house while, and anytime that you do come to Waterdeep, if you need a place to stay, the guest house will always be available, whether she's in attendance or not.
Uthel nods. Thank you. I gotta find the wagon.
You can use the carriage for the rest of the day.
I'll rather walk, but thank you.
Okay.
Let's see.
Here began the adventures of Uthel, city guard.
Yes, survival is to figure out which way is north.
This
and
could
where
be.
he's going.
This is a whole season of a show of him trying to find the wagon and all the crime he stops along the way. Oh, goodness.
I would read that novel.
Oh, Uthel's not gonna get very far without seeing crime, and that's not gonna go very well with Uthel. Oh man.
Okay. Trotius. Over to you.
Mm-hmm.
Right. You've gone ahead, gone over to Wainwright's. It is a tavern with an inn attached to it.
All
Good
right.
afternoon. You here for an hour or here for the day?
I'm here for the day.
That'll be 1 silver.
Okay.
And what brings you to North Ward?
I'm just simply passing through with some friends.
Okay. That's good. This is cult quarters. Don't start any problem here unless you want to have problems with the cult.
Not a problem.
A whole group of them should be arriving really soon. Cause no problems, or you'll have problems.
As I said, I'm just simply passing through.
Okay. And while you're sitting there, he gives you the key to your room and everything. Excuse me. After about half hour or so, people start coming from across the street. You see a bunch of women that you don't recognize until you go, oh, wait a minute. Last time you saw them, they were all wearing full plate arms as the guards in the prison went. You see the members of Revelry, you see the other guards, people are just strolling in. All right. It's like a whole shift of workers got off and came to the neighborhood tavern. And they just start, drinking and talking and chatting away. All right. 201. Just about every single one of them noticed you. All right. And they didn't seem to care, with the exception of Olive, who glares at you but doesn't say anything. The only person that doesn't arrive would be Joss. Doing anything in particular?
Um, other than trying to eavesdrop on conversations, no.
Okay.
So do I need to roll perception for that or something else?
Go ahead and give me, yes, go ahead and give me a perception check. Okay. Most of the conversation talks about how boring the trip from Baldur's Gate to here was. Some of the people from the rubbery wagon are comparing notes with the guards about, who had the more boring job. Seeing these people out of character, I guess you'd say, is really different because they're not. It's as though they were acting to be. Obviously, they're acting as though they were nobles and stuff. That they're not. They're just people. In fact, you don't think any one of them are actually any one of them has ever been near nobility, other than maybe just.
Okay.
There is no talk about where they're going. Right? There is gleeful talk about the death of Niddick. Right? Especially from what's the name of the guy that hated him? Dresden. Right? Yeah. There's a lot of mourning over the one lady's death. Right? There's some people that are pissed at Olive about killing the one guard that she hamstrung. Right? But others are like, nah, it had to be done. If you would have been there, you would have done the thing. But again, nothing about where they're going.
Okay.
None of them seem to go ahead and pay you any mind. I mean, they know you're there. They're not like shunning you or anything, but they're not coming over and being buddy buddy either. Nobody's buying you a drink.
Yeah, not that I would expect him to. Is anyone playing cards?
Go ahead and give me a charisma roll. Okay, yeah. There's two card games going on.
I think I would like to join. Or to ask if I can join it.
Okay. Okay, I will get back to you in a moment. Let me go ahead and get to the people with Darendelle.
Okay.
Okay. And so Darius goes ahead and takes the wagon to the Elven Embassy. As you pull up there and you're getting out, several Elven guards that are there have already got their hands on their weapons. And as Darendelle begins to approach them, right, they take aggressive stances.
Like, now probably be a good time to tell them who you are.
I knew it. He wasn't an elven prince. I saw it the moment I saw him.
Excuse me.
Darendelle looks at them, cocks his head slightly. Corillian, I summon you. Alright. And goes ahead and
Wait,
waves his hand.
Darendelle says that?
Yes. Alright. I summon you. Waves his hands, right? And the 4 guards that are standing there with hands on weapons collapse.
Oh boy! A hostile takeover.
I think we're gonna be responsible for the collapse of elven society.
Darendelle, I was under the impression, I don't know. People are gonna be happy to see you.
They are.
Me too,
They
buddy.
will be.
Me too.
They're not everyone. You can please some of the people some of the time, but you can't people all the time.
That's true. That's true.
Really.
Well, what's
He's
next?
not-
We got the outer guards taken care of.
Darendelle strides into the embassy gates.
I'm right behind them. This is gonna be good.
9, strike.
I mean, the minute he said that, oh, I was Darendelle who was, you saved, and I was in. She was like, yeah, well, you do have the mannerisms of someone who was a furball for a while, but I don't know if you're legit elf prince. So she's just watching. She is following just to see this crash.
Okay. Strike.
Well, before the guards fell, Darendelle said he summoned somebody. I want to know if I
He
know
said-
anything about that.
Corillian, yes, king of the elves, the elven high god. The leader of the elven pantheon.
Right. Did I notice anything out of the peculiar? Did I get a feeling that there was some sort of
I got a
deity intervening on
feeling.
his behalf?
Give me a
You know what to say about sign strike?
insight check, please. Yeah, you actually felt
Gotta chill.
You felt the same power you do when the very high priests of your church are communing with Lathander directly, or that you get in the presence of one of Lathander's avatar when it walked the earth.
All right, I'll walk into the embassy with him.
Okay. All right. Several other elven guards come running out of the main building of the embassy and from a couple of guard posts on the side.
I said, guys, you don't want to mess with him. He's in charge. Boss has showed up. Your prince has returned.
Corellian, I summon thee.
Oh boy.
All right, and he hand waves thee in the drop. All right, you get that same feeling strike. All right. He walks up to the gates of the doors of the main building that the guards came out and walks on in.
Can I check to see if I know any prophecies about fallen avatars returning or anything, or princes from bringing destruction of the earth or anything like
And
Well,
I
yeah, it
want
was
to check out.
about 100 years ago that the gods themselves, the avatars, walked around on Faerun. In fact, it was part of the event that helped the Raven Queen get her toehold here in Faerun and take on the mantle of was it cold or death that she got? I think it was
Yeah, she was a
cold.
powerful human sorceress who then was, summoned by the god of death himself and overthrew
Yeah,
him
so it would be
because he was
cold. Yeah, it would
abusing.
be winter. Yeah, it would be during the fall here is when she picked up winter. Right. The same way that the human midnight became the goddess Mistra. So, yes, your gods have walked this earth in.
Yeah, I want to go over and check and see if these guards are just out or are they dead.
They're dead.
And I will relay that information
Okay.
and tell them I think we're getting into something we don't want to.
What are you saying?
It's the end times. I knew it was coming.
What's happening?
These guards that are following around us are dead.
Well, he did say, what was it? You had a sibling of some kind try to overthrow your throne? Something like that, Darendale?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
We just saved Loki, guys.
I think there's going to be some death involved here. Let's not beat around the bush.
An elf in what appears to be solid gold type armor, right, comes striding down the stairs. All right. He pronounces this multi-syllable elven name. You can't really grab,
Mm-hmm.
right? As he's approaching Darendelle, right? You grace us with your presence. I understand that you wish to see Lord Corellian. Perhaps we should go to Evermeet so that we do not go ahead and harm Waterdeep. Would that be permissible? Yes. But before we go, we need to take care of these people.
Does he motion to us?
Yes.
I do like a little half wave, like right at my waist, like hi. Just a little. We're with him.
They have been promised riches and rewards. I expect you to go ahead and see that they get what they deserve. And yes, you may open a portal to Evermeet.
So I guess this is goodbye.
I thank you for your help. I thank you for returning me to the surface. But this is as far as the three. It's an elven matter. It does not concern you any longer. The ambassador here will go ahead and see that you are rewarded for help.
I put my hand on Darendale. I said, I would have followed you to the very end, Darendale. But I gotta see about a girl. So good luck with your travels, and I hope you and your brother can work that out. I do finger guns.
Oh, it'll be worked out. You may want to go ahead and warn those that you work for that there will become that an elven civil war is coming.
Well, I think you have a powerful ally on your side. So, also it seems you have the god of the elves. I was a powerful ally. It was me. You can depend on me. But like I said, I gotta see about a girl. So not right now. Just if you ever need me, call me. No matter where you are, no matter how far. You know.
He'll be there.
I thank you. And
Goodbye, my beastly prince.
Beastly prince.
goodbye, Lady Bromond. I thank you for your service. And as soon as I can, I will reward you for that service. You have been a good friend and a good companion.
Is she melting right now? Are you melting?
No, she's keeping it professional.
Oh, right.
She may have blushed a little bit when he said friend, but
Thoden, the next
Yes.
time you speak with Lathander, let him know that I offer my hand in peace and that I will, he has my assurance that I will not allow the war with my brother and his family to spill over into upon Lathander's followers. The war will not come to you and his people because of me.
I will relay your information to him.
During this time, the elf in the gold armor, right, has gone ahead and been chanting arcane elven word, right, and a golden portal has opened up. On the other side of the portal, you see the elven lands of Evermeet in its pristine fey beauty. Right. Darendelle turns, steps through, pauses about halfway through, turns a little sideways, nods his head before continuing back through. The portal closes.
I say, stupid, stupid idiot! What are you doing? To myself, mumbling to myself.
So Nine just smiles and pats Nidric on his head. You can have my half of the reward. I had a reward enough.
Speaking of reward, I look at the elf who made the portal.
Yes. I understand that is in order.
And so I inquire, so have you been here, like, have y'all been kind of like under guard by his evil brother? What elf lord do you really serve?
Can Nine facepalm right now?
I'm just inquiring I want to know what's going on with this whole Civil War drama. What happened? How was he wrong?
I serve Corillian.
Oh. Are most elves like you?
Loyal? Yes.
To Corillian?
Yes.
Well, what about those guards?
Yes.
Huh. Interesting. Well, Corillian is obviously working with Darendel.
Negative.
No, Darendel's working for Corillian?
Darendel and Corillian are about to go to battle to see who become king of the elves.
Oh, Corillian's Darendel's brother.
Yes.
Oh. Who's the god that Darendel was summoning?
His brother, Corillian.
What? This is really
Come
difficult
on.
to wrap my head around.
Nidric, it's a civil war that's gonna. It doesn't
But
involve
he
us right now.
summoned the power of his brother
Come
to
on.
kill his brother's own guards? I'm just really confused as to
No.
what. No?
He used his own power to kill the guards
Oh.
and used their life force and their dedication to Corillian to go ahead and poke Corillian to get his attention.
Oh.
The more guards he killed, the harder he poked.
Oh. Who do you think will win?
Lord
Darendel.
Corillian, of course.
Did you see Darendel? He's been doing a lot of killing on his way here. He's mad.
Anyway, we have cultists to go catch.
Yeah, you've been around here. You been paying attention to any of the cultist movements? Do you even concern yourself with them?
Which cultists? The elemental cultists, the dragon?
Yeah, the dragon ones.
Some balls cultists. Yeah.
No, the dragon ones.
What have they done now?
I don't know. I think they're trying to summon Tiamat into the world.
Well, why not?
Yeah.
Got Darendel back. Might as well have Tiamat.
Yeah, well,
It is the end times.
I didn't mean to cause you that much trouble. Yeah, we did, we found him in a prison. He's a good guy, Darendel. You ought to give him a chance.
Would you be nice to people who were helping you when you needed help?
Yes. I believe that's called Manipulation 101.
Yes.
Are you saying that we were
He is.
for Buddy? Dare say.
Yeah.
About that reward.
Yeah, we didn't just help him escape, Nidric. We helped him gather power.
I'll have you know,
Congratulations.
I helped him out of the kindness of my own heart. I
Yeah,
was
can
helping
we
him
get the reward and go now?
before we even knew he was an elven prince. Sorry, we're
I
taking up your
helped him
time.
before. I helped him when we weren't even sure he was a elven prince.
What power does he use to suck their life force out? Can elven royalty just do that to their underlings at will? Is that like some bloodline power?
Either way, it's
Oh,
no
God.
concern of ours.
Yeah.
What did he
Can
say?
we support,
What?
we really just need to go.
As he's been talking, right, elves have been showing up. Right, they've got several coffers that they've set down. Right, along with a one medium-sized chest. Each of the coffers holds 1,000 gold. There are 42 coffers.
Sure, it's a good thing the
Right.
wagon's outside.
Yeah, each coffer weighs about 100 pounds.
Well, I'm gonna get the driver.
Nowhere in sight.
Driver!
Darius, okay.
Ah,
The
that-
chest contains a collection of rings, rods, staff, and things like that. It's in the party sheet. Go ahead and take a look at it.
Oh my
I'll be right back.
goodness.
My father-in-law needs my help
Okay.
while you look at that treasure.
So you guys can have the gold. I'll just take all of this stuff. Okay, thanks.
No.
Ring of X-ray vision.
I call it tentacle rod.
You would.
Oh my gosh! There's a staff of healing, alertness. What's an immovable rod?
Can I have the ring too?
What's the ring?
There's a couple rings.
Ring of regeneration.
That's the one, the ring of regeneration.
Why you want it? I mean, there's a barbarian who could use that.
You're not hearing part of this situation.
I know.
We gotta
But
give
I
him
did
some
give-
stuff. I want the ring of regeneration.
I don't know. I think Ray could use that with the luck he's had.
Well, Ray would be
It regrows body
would be
parts.
invincible with the ring of regeneration.
I mean, if no one wants the X-ray one, you can bring that to me.
I'll take the hat of disguise. I'm satisfied. I mean, the movable rod sounds fun.
That's the thing you wanted.
Oh, okay.
I have 2 of those.
Well, then y'all fight over it. You 2 immovable rods?
Yes.
What? Sounds cool.
Well, so when I made my character, I rolled high intelligence, but because I'm playing a barbarian, barbarians wouldn't really have the intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
I decided to actually take a negative, so I was
How about I take it and then at later time when you come back to the party, that's when she'll give it to you. So go ahead and take it now.
We'll wait and see. Jesus, at the 42th.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
So we're going to ring to Ray?
Yes.
Okay.
I love how I grabbed the one thing that probably was used to hurt Nine the most.
Okay, I'm going to take 9 out of the party for a moment, off the party sheet. That way I can divide up the money and she won't get a share because she was donating her share to all of you. Is that correct?
I think she donated it to
Yes.
me specifically.
I specifically actually said Nitric, to be fair.
I think she said only half.
Okay. My misunderstanding. I thought you were giving up your share to the group. Okay,
Dollar
so
dollar
giving it-
bills, y'all. Where's my pimp suit at?
Hey,
Gotta get my pimp
Jojo.
suit. Gotta get my money done.
I got two things. I remember back when I first made Uthal and all that, I did something and I was given Jim. I'm not seeing it on here. And then also, I'm showing the Ether robe and I had given that to a 9.
Dun 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 dun.
Oh, that's right, you did. Thank you.
That did not put it in there. So let's open the party sheet again.
Oh, what's the ethereal robe?
And 9, if you'll go ahead and take that out of the party sheet.
Oh, I just realized. Never mind. I still have Herbert, right? My pony?
I believe he is listed under
Yeah, okay, we didn't need him. That's good. I just saw Pony Herbert. This inventory gets out of control sometimes. Fishing tackle. This hat of disguise is gonna come in handy. Like right now, I put the hat on. I want to be a dwarf. What is? I gotta look up that spell.
Yeah, you had calmed down when the lady had asked you to at one instance, and she'd given you a sapphire. So I went ahead and tossed one into your inventory.
All right. Oh yeah, it was, and I think that was right. I couldn't remember what rock
And
it
it
was.
was misidentified by it was Strike that misidentified it. Not that he identified he misvalued it. He thought it was only worth 100. It's like actually worth more than that.
I know exactly how much it's worth.
Well, you might now, but it was before you had that ability, and you had to make the roll.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to divide up all the money. All right. And now 9, how much of your 8,000 that you just got did you want to give to Nidhogg?
The whole thing. She said, fun, you can take my share. I got more treasure than I could ever imagine out of this experience. You can have
Nidhogg
my half of the treasure.
Drags his humongous Santa Claus sack. Let's go. Nine, your heart's in the right place.
My heart's broken.
Okay. I adjusted the gold on your sheet and I adjusted it.
It's the end of the world as we know.
Okay. Aren't we glad I'm not using the coin encumbrance rule? No.
Yes.
Switching all of mine to gems.
Okay.
How much does gold weigh per coin?
10 go. No, it's normally like 10 per 10 coins to a pound, which is why I said the little coppers that had 1,000 gold. Okay, so you guys finish up at the embassy and get everything loaded onto the wagon, and Darius says where to next.
Back to the inn.
The Wainwright?
Yes.
Okay.
On the way, if we see a jeweler's shop, I need to stop there.
What's the jeweler shop?
I plan on buying gems.
I know just the place. And your wagon heads through the streets of Deep. Let me go ahead and jump back over here. Uthal. So you're
Yes.
walking around Waterdeep.
Trying to find my way, making my way fast.
Making my way
Okay.
downtown.
Downtown.
Fast. Laces past and I'm homebound. Do 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 do.
Anyway,
What are you looking for?
I'm trying
And
to find the wagon.
Okay, and are you asking for directions or anything?
I'm asking any guards I see, asking if they. I describe the wagon. Horribly describe the wagon.
Oh, there's a big line. Oh.
Okay. So you've been wandering around. Let's see. Go ahead and give me a roll a d20. If you roll a 7 or less, you encounter crime. Nope. Crime's. Oh, here comes Oathville. Run.
You're like, shut it down.
You just happen to be walking into no crimes.
Yeah.
With him around, there's no crime in the city anymore.
Okay. You saw what you thought was the wagon momentarily, but when you jogged up to it, it wasn't. Right? It was another white thorn wagon, though. Right? And if you ask them, do you know your driver's name?
It starts with the D.
Donald?
I don't know. It
Darlene.
coming. It was part of a wagon train. They were coming up. I don't know where. I think Baldur's Gate up here.
Darius.
I think that's it. Yeah.
Okay. Hang on a sec. All right. The driver goes ahead and he has a rainbow colored staff that's the same as Darius does. Okay. Holds it momentarily. You see the colors shifting through it. All right. Okay. If you go ahead and you just walk down 3 blocks this way and stand there on the corner, Darius says he should be there in about 15 to 20 minutes.
Okay, thank you.
You're quite welcome.
Well, that's cool.
And Uthal proceeds to walk there
They
and
have
stand
cell
on the
phone
corner
technology.
like a statue.
Okay.
You know the statues where they got like the hammer on the ground and they got the person leaning, kind of what Heimdall is in Loki, where he's got the sword down and he's resting his hands on top of the hilt. Yeah, that's what he's doing with his hammer.
Okay. While you're used to the smaller races gawking at you occasionally, you notice that you don't get very many people paying too much attention to your size. All right. At one point, there's so many people coming down the sidewalk at this one point that a couple of them seem annoyed that you're just standing in the way. All right. And so, and you see wagons and merchants and riders coming up and down. Waterdeep is almost a busy. I don't want to say modern day city, but like a modern Victorian city as traffic and everything and commerce. It's passing in and up and down its streets.
It's 1910 New York.
And you're not used to this. You're from, a mountain village and then a small town.
1869 New York.
Yeah.
Yeah, you went from the Appalachians into 1869 New York, and now 1910 New York.
Yeah.
Within a few minutes, you guys have left the Alban embassy, right? And Darius had said he knows just the place for you to go ahead and pick up your gems, and he's driving along. The wagon comes to a stop, right? And as you're getting up to go ahead and get out, expecting to be at the jeweler's, right? The wagon kind of tilts slightly, something you're used to, as Uthal comes ducking in the door.
I'm a dwarf, by the way.
Hey, Uthal.
Hello.
Hey, Uthal!
Here, I saved you this. And then she gives him the ring.
Okay.
It's already in the party sheet.
Yeah.
I thought you might need it.
Wait, is he a dwarf?
Yes.
Okay. Is there any way I could check, like, to see if he anything, or is it just like?
Give me a second here.
You could try to pick me up.
No, I'm
What are you
trying to. Uthal's confused right now.
He should be.
Jim, you're not Asian. Good for you, Dwight, for never seeing race.
Good for you, Dwight. Oh god, so good. He's got a picture with the kids and everything. Yeah, according to I'm only dwarf like in appearance and sound. Like if you touch me, like there's a halfling there with disguise stuff.
What is Uthal confused about? Other than there's a strange dwarf in the room
That knows his name.
that knows his name.
Yes, he doesn't recall meeting this particular dwarf.
Okay, I'm going to give you disadvantage to the roll because you're not really looking for it, but it's piqued your interest. Give me an investigation check.
Yes.
And Nidek, let's see, what is your spell save DC?
Charisma?
Oh, that 20.
Okay, it's 15. Okay, nope, it's a dwarf. So that if you notice at the bottom of the Hat of Disguise, okay, it goes ahead and tells you that it's the effects of the disguise self spell. And under disguise self, it says that if once you're disguised, that if a creature to discern that you're disguised, a creature can use its action to affect your appearance and must succeed in intelligence investigation check against your spell save DC. So for you, that's a 15.
Gotcha.
So let's try this.
So did he fail?
He failed. He thinks you're a dwarf. Does not know that.
You don't remember me, Uthel? It's your old pal Knitter.
At this point in time, Uthel.exe has stopped working.
It's okay, Uthel. It's magic.
You're telling him it's magic? Okay, I'll take the hat off. And go, see?
Oh.
Then I'll put the hat back on. I got to stay undercover. There's people still trying to kill me, you know.
Yeah, by the way, that list just got much, much longer with what we just did, guys. We are officially in some deep trouble.
Oh no, that's not our business.
I didn't do anything. I just turned in a guy and got 500 gold coins.
See?
Confusing what he actually got paid and what he was handed to.
I believe you were handed 25.
Yes, it was 25, but he was also given another amount.
Uthel can count.
Yeah, that and
He was given money twice back to back, and he confused which one gave him which.
Yes.
Poor fella.
Okay, that should work.
Uthel can buy an elephant now.
Do you guys remember, and maybe I should wait till we're back with Trodius, remember how we were supposed to contact Celis and the Order of the Gods?
Y'all have ravens? Or birds of some sort? You have messenger birds.
No, the messenger birds just go back to Baldur's Gate.
Which is where... Oh, is that not who you're talking about? The Order of the Gauntlet?
I can't remember, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, we were supposed to send word to the Order of the Gauntlet when we figure out the location of the base.
Well, the location of the base, but we haven't figured that out yet.
Correct, which is why we haven't sent anything. There would be nothing wrong with us sending... I mean, I don't know how many ravens we had. There'd be nothing wrong with us sending the identities of what we know of the cultists and where they are here.
Yeah,
so
we
that
can
they
send
could inform...
That was already sent. That was part of the messages
that was not
that were delivered.
That was not sent. We haven't sent anything upon acquiring the book, which has, Jojo's going to write it out, but it has all the information, or a lot of information about the cult.
And that's why I was wondering how we were supposed to contact them. Because I can't send a letter back to her keep, like, that's as heavy as a book.
I mean, you could if we had a swallow.
Or 2 swallows.
Yeah. They could carry
African
at
or
least...
European?
The European ones, 2 of them can carry at least the weight of a coconut. 1 African can carry a coconut, but they generally don't migrate.
between two red ribbon.
Yeah, if we had 2 European swallows, we could probably put the book in between them. You just tie a string, and they would carry it together.
Jojo, how many swallows do we have?
Yeah, I mean,
Ravens are bigger than swallows, though.
The ravens
yeah.
ate him.
We might not even need to tie anything.
Okay. Get back over here to actually Strike. Go ahead and take a look under items, and let me see. Trying to see if there's an actual just section that be in.
Does there happen to be a weapon shop or a magic weapon shop nearby?
Maybe do weapon shopping post game.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. We'll do the gems. We'll do all the shopping. Yeah, post game, because
Okay.
that can take up. I could do a whole game. We can do a whole game session of each thing.
Yeah.
Alright. Trodius, you were able to go ahead and join in on a game. All right. Are you using which of your card skills are you going to be using? Whichever one you're going to make a card game check.
Okay, there we go. I wasn't switching for a second. I'm definitely going to be using bluff.
Okay. Okay, you're playing with 3 other people. And Bidoo. Okay. Give me 2 more checks. One at a time. Okay. You win the first hand. You lose the second hand. And the third hand, make a insight check. Okay. The third hand, you note that the guy who won is cheating.
The guy who won the second hand? The second or the third hand?
Let's see. Actually, the second hand was a tie between 2 of the people there. So let me see. 1, 2, 3. It was the one who won. 4, 5, 6 was the other one. No, actually, the other one who won.
Okay, I'm confused. Which hand was it I noticed the person cheating?
The person who cheated was on hand 3, but
Oh,
that
okay.
was not the same person who won hand 2.
Okay. So I'd like to. How was he cheating? Like card up his sleeve or something?
Yeah, he drew, actually no, he drew an extra card. He held a card back before he discarded last time, the last round. He palmed a card.
Okay, so I'd like to go ahead and point out that he was cheating. And say, so much for a fair game.
Cheat? Nobody's cheating here. Yeah,
I just
just because you lost doesn't mean you have to accuse people of cheating.
watched you palm a card. You drew an extra one.
No, I didn't.
So when you palmed it, did he like put up his sleeve or something?
Yeah, part way. Right, but then he used it. So, all right. Go ahead and give me a card game roll. Just the normal card game. Okay. You're able to go, look, and you point. These are the cards that he threw in. These are the cards I threw in. These are the cards you threw in. Right? And as you're spreading them out, you notice, 5 cards here, 5 cards here, 6 cards here. There's an extra card that he threw in this time. Right. This starts a mini scuffle between him and a couple of the others. All right, before the barkeep goes ahead and is like, "Order." All right, he points at you, points 2 fingers at you, turns his hand slightly, and motions with the fingers for you to come to him.
You talking about the barkeep?
Yep.
Okay, I go over there after collecting what money I have.
Okay. What happened?
I caught the other guy cheating. He palmed an extra card and was trying to hold on to it or use it to his advantage.
Fuck him in a kindergarten classroom. Do we tattle?
No disrespect intended, but cheat happens.
Then he needs to be better at it.
Especially, well, yeah, you called him out on it. All right, I'm sure they'll go ahead and give him a hate bit, but it does happen.
I'm not saying it doesn't happen. I'm just going to call him out when I catch it.
Okay.
I didn't touch him.
As long as it remains very calm and respectful, we're okay with this.
I didn't once touch him. I just simply pointed it out and the rest grabbed him.
Not a problem. He's had enough to drink for the evening, so he's just leaving. Right? Right? And the guy that was cheating is like, rumbling outside. Right? And this is about the time that the rest of the wagon is showing up. Right? Let's see.
The rest of my wagon?
Right. No. Yeah, because they were coming back to Wainwright's.
I'm going to stay in the wagon. I won't exit with everybody else.
All right. And as they arrive, oh, I'm sorry. Trodius, you went ahead and you won 1 hand, lost 2 hands. Actually, you got your money back from the 3rd hand. So you won 1, lost 1. You made 6 of those 3 hands.
So I made 6 gold?
6 silver.
6 silver, okay.
They're not gambling their lives for crying out loud.
Well, no, it cut out. All I heard was 6.
What's an like an average wage? Isn't that like a gold piece or something? A day's wage?
No, day's wage. It depends on what part of town, but the average is probably like maybe 3 silver for silver
3
a day.
silver, okay.
Yeah.
With it being 10 silver to a gold, right?
Yeah, to live a comfortable lifestyle is 2 gold a day.
You mean like a lavish lifestyle?
No, a comfortable lifestyle.
Oh, okay. 2 gold a day.
a day. That's one of the perks of actually, and when I say comfortable, I'm talking
Like at an inn,
Up-
well fed.
upper merchant, lower rich people status.
Okay.
If you there's one of the backgrounds called Waterdavian Noble. They're not like nobles like knights and
Isn't
kings
that
and
like
stuff.
10
They're
gold a
just
day?
no, they get their family actually pays their modest fee of 2 gold a day.
Oh,
The nice
okay.
perk to them is they don't have any. There's no player downtime cost for them.
Gotcha.
According to 5th edition rules, every time we take downtime and you're in the city and stuff like that, I'm supposed to. I'll ask you what level you want to go ahead and live at, and
Mhm.
then it's so much money that comes out of your your gold every day.
Oh, okay. It's like you could be like a millionaire slumlord. Like, I want to live in cardboard, but you have
You could
30,000
yeah.
gold. I want to live in cardboard.
I mean,
Be
Uthul's probably
panhandling.
going to be living one step
Like,
underneath.
Uthul, you have plenty of money.
Yeah, you could live a modest like a gold piece a day, and have as much money as you guys are with every single day. Be like, but you could live a lot better, but you're just saving your money.
Sure.
Okay. Or you could go ahead and live like the rich half and, spend, I think it's 5 gold a day. And yeah, you're living in like a little villa with servants. They go shopping for you.
Isn't that what we are to Nidric half the time?
I mean, I didn't want to say. I didn't want to say.
So we arrived.
Yes.
Time for a drink.
This turns a lot of heads as you guys come walking into the Wainwright. All right. Every head in the place kind of turns. Card games stop. Music stops. It's like you guys are the college kids who just walked into the biker bar.
Oh no, I want to make it worse.
The record scratches.
So can Nine just like push people aside and stomp up to the bar and say, "Barkeep, give me an ale, please."
Push people away and you say please.
Uthul's just going to order around for everybody.
And then we're gonna see how fast Nine can drink that down.
Barkeep pours you a drink. All right.
She tips him and overpays him.
Takes a head count. A gold,
I'm
3
so
silver.
sorry,
big guy.
guys. I'm so sorry, guys.
You said how much? I couldn't hear.
8 gold, 3 silver.
For a
He's
round?
going for everybody.
Oh, okay. I was like, good
He's going to
grief.
do that a total of 5 times.
Oh,
So
gravy.
Well, okay. Actually, first off, Uthul, you notice that he starts pouring more beer or more ale than you have party members. Okay, you pretty quickly they're sliding him down the bar, and the barmaids are going ahead and handing him out.
no, he knows that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
Basically, yeah, you just paid for a round of drinks, buddy, in the tavern
Yes.
portion. Okay.
Uthul knows this.
Okay. Yeah, 8 gold, 3 silver.
Okay, and he's doing this 5 times, so that's 40. What's the silver wise
40 gold and silver.
15 silver.
Yeah, which would be another 1 gold, 1.5 gold.
He'd give it a 2.5 gold tip, so we're looking at what, 40? It's rounded up to 45.
Okay, so you give him 45 gold. Okay, you tell him keep the change.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. The dragon cultists toast Uthul. All right, several walk by, clap him on the back. Nidic, what are you doing?
I'm just at the bar, minding my own business, getting drunk.
Okay. Tredius?
I'm beside Uthal.
I'm enjoying my drink
Okay.
and
Strike?
keeping my my ears peeled for anything I can hear about their plan.
Yeah, I'm just nursing my ale, keeping an ear out, keeping an eye out, make sure that we're not going to get jumped.
As Uthal sees it, a tavern is a place of neutrality.
Okay, let's see.
I want to get
Who
I
here-
want to go ahead and get a room set up for myself too.
Okay. Who here? I think I know Uthal doesn't, but other than Uthal, who was it that does not have one of the cultist
I have one in my drum, but it's damaged.
Right.
So me and Uthal don't have one. Strike, Trodius,
Well, you have one. It's just damaged. Okay.
yeah.
And it was strike. Okay, so 9. You're the only. Yeah. So it's 9 and Uthal that do not have uniforms.
No, Strike, Trodius, and 9 have. There were 3 that have good ones. They recovered one
One
damaged
broken
one, and
I thought it was
Uthal.
2 and 1.
No,
I thought
it's
it was
3 and 1.
Was it
Yeah.
3 and 1? Okay.
It's
Okay, so it's
Uthal
just
that-
Uthal then.
Me and
Okay.
me and Uthal don't have wearable ones. Mine's damaged. Uthal didn't got nothing.
I mean, you can still
Okay.
wear it, it's just damage.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know how. I thought it was in like tatters. I didn't know how damaged it was.
It was torn. I don't know if it was in tatters.
Yeah, no. Obviously, the person who was wearing it died to weapon cuts, whereas people who wore the other ones had not a mark on them. Okay. So yeah, it's got like blood stains and got a couple of holes poked through it and one large slice.
Mm.
You guys had thought about having your seamstress fix it up, but then you're like, wait, it's a cult uniform.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to do something stupid.
Okay.
So after that drink or two, 9, can she spot?
You cut out. What was that?
Can
you
she
spot it?
spot Olive?
Yes.
Well, she's gonna walk over and just slap her.
What?
Oh, this is gonna
And
be fun.
say, "You bitch." And then hopefully just walk away. She's been wanting to do that the entire trip. I assume it starts a bar fight.
Why'd you slap her?
Reasons.
I was just curious what the reasons were.
Women things.
Oh goodness, that doesn't make any sense.
She's wearing the same shirt as Olive. Or I guess I should say Olive's wearing the same shirt as her.
Okay. I am not set up for a bar tavern fight right this moment, so still got another 20 minutes. It's going to take at least 10 to 15 minutes, or 10 minutes at least, to go ahead and fix up the map and everything.
Well, do you want to just end here and then we'll pick it up at the bar fight?
That's fine.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to. Yeah, we're gonna have to like stop here, and I will set up the tavern fight, and hopefully it doesn't get too out of hand because you just picked a tavern fight in the biker bar, but these are bikers killers.
Did I notice the slap?
The bar noticed the slap.
Okay.
That
I'm
was
gonna make
really
my way.
loud.
I want to make my way outside to the.
Wow. Well, no, we'll pick that up.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. I have
How do I
reasons.
get everybody where they're supposed to be? Okay, not a problem. I apologize for not, I wasn't expecting a huge bar fight.
Imagine that.
Next time I'll know better. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
You know,
see,
I prepared Dragon Spear Castle just in case you guys decided, you know what, we want to go to the castle.
Because it's the base. It's the base.
But you guys didn't do it. I'm like, okay. So yeah, I'm not prepared for the barroom fight. I'll be prepared next time.
yeah. See, Utho's just going to let it play out because it's a bar fight. He's not going to get involved until he gets hit.
Okay. Yeah, I'm like, I know most of the bar fight. Actually, yeah, we'll just see how it goes. Eek. When you make the DM say eek.
I said I need to do something stupid. That
Yeah.
would be
Not
a
a
very
problem.
stupid thing.
Yeah. Yes, it was.
It looks like someone's getting a new character.
Okay. This is gonna be fun. Oh, let me take Darendale out of the combat tracker.
So much for not directly engaging the cultists.
Well, it was just a slap.
Well, they killed. They tried to kill, and as far as they maybe know, they successfully killed Nidric, and Nidric is a friend of Nine, so that's kind of.
But you know he's not dead.
But it's giving the appearance that you actually are dead.
Plus, a bar fight
Well,
means
aren't they
that
about
if
to
we
learn
kill all the
something?
cultists,
Oh
problem
my
solved.
gosh. I don't know if we want to engage the entire cultist army inside the bar.
Well, bear in mind what Jojo said earlier. They came in without their armor and weapons.
So did we.
No, we didn't.
No.
I'm still armed.
We just got brand new weapons.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention.
But also keep in mind that we're right across the street from their reinforcements.
It's just. It's
And
been nice.
hopefully
It's been
we
fun.
learn a lot about them as we fight them.
It's been fun. Love this game.
No, we're gonna learn a lot, and it makes sense. Keeping up appearances, Nidric was first.
Characters are easy to roll. I like my dwarven
He's
accent.
really
I'll stick with that.
upset.
Talking
Someone
about
had
me?
to take the burden of it.
So, Jojo, when I have to re-roll another character, can I roll him as level 4? Or do I have to start over as level 1?
Yeah, I'll roll one in between. Just be ready.
That's all set up appointment this week with Jojo.
I think we're gonna win, guys. I think we're gonna be fine.
I just want a new
I don't know. If they're unarmored, we'll see, won't we?
I mean, she was a complete bitch the whole time. She didn't help anyone when the refugees needed help. She sat there and laughed as a couple of people got hurt.
Well, let's just say you're going to have to start with some dialogue on the next game.
Yeah.
So is that it, Jojo? Can I cut the
Yeah,
stream?
we'll go ahead and wrap here. You can end the stream.
Alright. Ending now.